And my God, what I would do if I could go speak with this little girl. What I would do if I had the money to go speak with this little girl. In America, in addition to killing black people who are unarmed, in addition to just terrorizing communities, uh, the police are now arresting 6-year-olds. Florida grandmother outraged after a 6-year-old black girl was arrested for a tantrum. A Florida grandmother was shocked to find out her 6-year-old granddaughter had been arrested Thursday for throwing a tantrum. Marilyn Kirkland said Kaya's journey to the Juvenile Detention Center by Orlando Police began at Lucius and Emma Nixon Elementary Charter School. Quote, "What do you mean she was arrested?" he said. "There was an incident and she kicked somebody and she's being charged and she is on her way," Kirkland explained. The disorienting chaos was too much for Kirkland to process. Quote, "She has a medical condition that we are working on getting resolved," and he says, quote, "What medical condition?" "She has a sleep disorder, sleep apnea." And he says, quote, "Well, I have sleep apnea and I don't behave like that." First grader Kaya was handcuffed and carted off where Kirkland says she was fingerprinted and even had a mugshot taken. Quote, "They told us we had to wait a few minutes because Kaya was being fingerprinted. And when she said fingerprinted, it hit me like a ton of bricks. No 6-year-old child should be able to tell somebody that they had handcuffs on them and they were riding in the back of a police car and taken to a juvenile center to be fingerprinted and mugshot." I don't know anymore, folks. I just don't know anymore. Jen, is it worth it? Should we just move to Canada? Should we just move to Canada? I mean, you got Joe Biden trying to deprive people with health care. You got fossil fuel companies destroying the planet. You got real estate executives buying off all the politicians. You got Native Americans, their land being stolen, their grave sites being constructed over. You got people being deprived school lunch or being sued if you have a $20 unpaid school lunch bill. And now you have 6-year-olds being handcuffed. Well, I got news for you, okay? I have news for you. My nephew, lovely boy, he'll be 5 in January. He's a white guy, not a black girl. And he could be a little rowdy. And he occasionally has some listening issues. He's 4.5. I'm guessing when he goes to kindergarten, first grade, I'm not going to be surprised when my brother gets a phone call that, God bless him, I love my nephew, that, my nephew might have had a little issue in class or might have hit somebody. Again, I'm not hoping for it. I'm not saying my nephew is out of control, but he's a young boy, right? He's a young boy. I'm not saying it's acceptable to hit somebody, but sometimes young children act out. Okay? So, what is next, folks? A girl threw a tantrum, so you cuff her? Do you understand the psychological damage this poor young girl probably has now? Can you imagine, just at 6 years old, what she's going to have to carry with her? I don't even want to know what kind of nightmares she might go through. Being in a police car, having your hands restricted, not knowing where you're going, being fingerprinted, not even know what's going on. Where is my mother? Where is my grandmother? Where are you taking me? They could have very much psychologically ruined a whole person's childhood and possibly brought it to them in their adulthood. And you think she's going to have the ability to get the therapy she needs under Joe Biden's healthcare plan? Yeah, we should arrest our president. Somebody just made that comment. School to prison pipeline for new blacks start from first grade, Veronica says. This is unbelievable. It's unbelievable. Like, what are the police thinking? If a 6-year-old throws a tantrum or hits somebody, you know what you do? You put them in timeout. Well, I'm not a parent, so you do what you want to do, but that's what I would do. You take away their, I don't know, television privileges. You make them apologize to who they hurt. You don't put them behind bars. You don't put them in a police car. And I hope this family sues the Orlando Police Department for every single dime that it has. It's unbelievable. Hope you enjoyed that last video. Hop on over to statuscoup.com where you can sign up for our email list and become a member for as low as $5 to $10 a month. Membership is how we grow. That's statuscoup.com/join. And remember, join our email list so we can grow the revolution with you.